Low mud. Alright, let's get this on the way. I turned off the crits magic code so I don't die to grants. The only thing I was worried about. These interchanging and PSO stronger than ever. Hopefully it doesn't get too strong. Slap the box. Ouchies. cry fluid into level up. Perfect. I guess I was lucky that those guys split. Does it let me get more shit? XP. Alright, so that was just literally something I watched that was pointless. Or listened to, rather. I didn't even watch it. Some guy decided to play fucking... I don't even know what to call it. The stupid channels where they bring in a bunch of people and they try to call out the odd one. Except it was one guy and 4 AIs. And the AIs voted the AIs out instead of the human out. What a fucking stupid ass thing. I don't even know why I listened to all 30 minutes of it. It's gonna get annoying. I get knocked down easily. I get knocked down, and then I get up again, and then I get knocked down again, and I get up again, and I get knocked down again, and I get knocked down again, I get knocked down again, I get knocked down again. I cast magic, I get knocked down again. Okay, that guy had to almost flip the entirety before he did that. Can I do this? Technically, yes. Okay, fine. I don't know how much that actually mattered. Oh, well, it does now. I need to break boxes. I should be going out of my way for boxes, because I can get higher level techs, because I'm running with, like, level 1 and 2 shit. Probably 8 by what comes Sunday. Okay, a couple things have been upgraded, not everything. A higher level folio would be fantastic for the boss fight. I gotta sit down. Yesterday was incredibly exhausting. Not only did we have a full day of work because every machine worked at work while working, but I basically juggled around my positions. I started at this front, worked my way to the end because everyone was struggling and I was just playing catch up for everyone. Like, genuinely, that was my role, was just to go around and assisting everyone yesterday. Picking up cheese off the floor because we had the CEO coming in for a visit to see how good the factory looked. And they want to make sure the entire environment is clean, so we had to pick up every bit of trash off the floor. What a fucking mess that is. Not to mention, making sure no cheese on the floor, every cheese on the rail, or on the line, nothing on the floor because of the equipment malfunctioning. And then we had to run through our equipment breaking. Which it broke through the AM crew, and they just fucking let it break. And then left it for us to fix. In the middle of the fucking course. What a mess yesterday was. Oh fuck. I ran into a wall of Dominion. Oh. Perfect. I don't know, I've stopped talking shit about my job since I got a new one. There's a lot of shit to complain about my new one, but it's mostly just shit that you kind of expect at a factory at this point. Although I didn't expect the maintenance people to jump into the giant rotating blades of death to fix it. I call them blades of death. They're not really blades, more or less. I don't know. But, yeah, one of our... It's our sealer unit that got broke. The thing that shrinks the bags around the cheese after we put the cheese in the bags. And apparently the AM crew had noticed that one of the platforms that the cheese lays on was loose. So, of course, they were like, yeah, just ignore the warnings, just silence the alarms and run the machine. We ran 8 hours for our machine, or almost damn near 8 hours. We had 3 minutes before the end of our shift. And that platform fell off and got stuck in the chains underneath the thing. So, yeah, 3 minutes into our, or 3 minutes before the end of our shift, we had to call maintenance in to fix the thing, because we had to finish the order, because we had about 20 to 30 blocks of cheese open, and we couldn't just fucking toss it. Thanks. And then our supervisor came back early from his vacation, or rather, I got the dates mixed up, and he left for the week beforehand. Which is weird, because I swore I saw him. Then again, it's hard to see a guy that just sits at his computer all day watching the fucking security cameras. Whatever. Yeah, asking the supervisor, how long are we supposed to go? Because the shift ends at 10:30. He's like, we're going to 10:55. What? Such a stupid fucking... Oh, it's time to wake up. You've been sleeping for too long. Oh, my... Oh, shit. Alright, there we go. Huh. That's a non-crit. It's like Not double, but... Oh, shit. Don't do that. Oh! That saved my life. Really darn saved my life. 0 red sword this morning. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Don't worry, I believe you'll get lucky like me in like 30 years. Man, I just genuinely feel bad for being so goddamn lucky sometimes. I'm not trying to brag or anything. I just don't understand my own luck. Like, how the fuck do I find shit like that? I don't know why I get so good stats and items when I'm actually just sitting down and looking for shit. What am I doing? I have a fucking weapon that just shoots magic. Why am I spitting there? Good. Get him off the head. Did I miss one of the jizz? I thought I missed both of them. Both jizz. Well, these guys don't get stronger when they kill someone. That'd be kind of annoying. I'm not getting anything out of these guys. What the heck? So you can normal heavy heavy, but like you can't do the other thing. Oh, go check these. Might as well. I'm tired. I don't really have much to say. I'm just gonna play the game and you guys are just gonna have to enjoy it. I'm sorry. Oh, shit. If I realized I was that close to a level, I would just use the Tri-Fluid instead. Actually, I'd use the Tri-Fluid technically. I can build back up, it's fine. I don't know if I saved TP there. I should have just gone with the Roberta spam. This is my gameplay while getting ready for work. Good luck. Have a fun day at work. And thanks for stopping by. Today at work we have pizza. I'm just remembering this now. I technically don't need to bring a lunch. Another Tri-Fluid. Okay, these guys always give me Tri-Fluids and I split them, I guess. But yeah, we have pizza today as a reward for my crew, specifically my second shift, having more than 96% of our goals. And what I mean by more than 96% of our goals is, I mean, we've met our production. We hit 96% or higher of our production. PSO Stream 2025, hello! Welcome! Yeah, I've been playing this and streaming PSO for like the last 12, nearly 13 years. So, if you like PSO, stick around. I play a lot of PSO and PSO adjacent games. Like PSO, Episode 3 at some point. That's on the agenda. I've been meaning to play it. PS0, I have a playthrough of that game just waiting for me. And I've been waiting for 2 years to play that, and I just kind of keep playing this game instead. PSU, if you're not a fan of Universe, it's fine. But the game I've been playing that I played pretty recently being in February, was really fun, and I actually want to go back to it a little bit. PSP2i, that's the game. I couldn't think of the title for a second. And that's the portable version of the Universe series.
is probably the most entertaining version of Universe there is, and probably the best version, because it plays close to PSO. And ironically. Oh god. How does that always hit me? Genuinely, how does the Bull Claw hit me when I'm nowhere near its fucking hitbox? Every fucking time. It's really... Oh, okay. Level 10 Zandai range sucks. I want to target the Universe from fucking the Abyss. What are we doing? I have a weapon that just... there's a healing ring. It didn't matter. Ooh. Excuse me. I'm sitting down. Recently got your copy and played it before Nintendo, and you have 80 plus hours in episode 1 playing by yourself just to get to level 40. Rough. Yeah, don't worry, it takes a while. If you don't play this game religiously like me, it takes a while to get situated. If you had caught me, like, not even 3 days ago, you could have seen me make a HuCast and level them from 1 to, I have them at, like, level 158 right now, in less than a week. Although the method of grinding is the most effective, but also the most fucking boring. I also played through all of episode 1, and I got to Ultimate, and then unlocked the ruins, and now he's just a staple character. And I'm currently rerunning the game as my Fomar to level this guy up, because I remade my Fomar. I didn't like the way that my previous Fomar looked, so I just remade him on a whim. Remember playing all those except episode 3. Yeah, episode 3. So episode 3, the Card Revolution, is more of a card/board game. I'm not super into those types of things, so it's gonna be a while before I get there. But for episode 3, I will be playing a mod that actually enhances the game. The mod is called Episode 3 Plus, created by a person in the community that has dug into the game's code and found all of the fun, unique things that Sega has left in the game's code that aren't legitimately possible. More techniques, more weapons, more monsters for the dark side, more cards in general, rebalances the cards, and it's a lot of fun. What version am I playing? I am playing on the GameCube version. So I am playing on PSO Plus on GameCube. I have patched my game by legally dumping my copy onto my computer and then using a game patcher to add patches to the game, which patches include palette swapping. So C up, C down, C right, C left have these palette patches. When my Meg gets hungry, it'll make the Meg feeding noise. You'll hear that noise after like 3.5 minutes. You'll hear that sound, and that'll let you know that your Meg's gonna get hungry. If I find a red box, you'll hear a noise that the red box has dropped, and you'll see it on the mini-map as a red dot. These are quality of life patches that have been included by someone in the community. There's a bunch of other things, like a bug fix patch. There's a bunch of like little glitches and exploits that have been kind of patched out. Other quality of life things have also been included, like a shared bank, which actually I can just go show that right now. I still don't have Frager. Yeah, I get a shared bank, so if I go to the bank here, you can see I have this inventory worth of stuff. This is this character's bank. Shit to 20, I can use that now. If I hold the R button and talk to the bank again, you notice my money has gone up, and I have a different set of weapons. This shared bank is shared across all 4 characters on this memory card. So you don't have to go into multiplayer with 2 controllers and just drop items for each other. If you'd like to know where to get these patches or how to apply them, let me see if I can find the link really quick. BSO Palace patches. Boom. You also might have noticed, if you have a keen eye, that my palettes... yeah, my palettes, there is the PSO palettes. That is the link for the patches I'm using. You might have noticed that the little arrows, the reticles around the monsters, don't quite match what they're supposed to be. Like, look, it's blue. There's no blue button on my GameCube controller, on the GameCube layout, right? This is the Dreamcast color palette, or the Dreamcast colors. So I have a patch that also turns my reticles to Dreamcast rather than GameCube. There's also a reticle patch for Xbox instead of GameCube if you'd like. But yeah, word select is also another one. I have all things available at all time. Just like... this one's always available. This one's just a flex. The Tekker is hard. But, yeah. A lot of quality of life things. It's nice. You might see the health bars that I can see on the enemies right now. That's not a quality of life thing, but this is actually possible on the GameCube. I am enabling the health bars that are in the game through a code. I'm using a cheat code to activate it. Because I'm playing offline, I'm fine using cheat codes. If I go online, I might not want to use these because on certain websites I could be locked out of content. Specific servers I'd be locked out of content, like Silverant, which unironically enough, the guy that did the patches also is one of the people that helped make the health bars for the GameCube, and thus doesn't allow health bars on the GameCube on his server. Ives, what the fuck? But other private servers also have their own unique patches, which you can go online and actually download the patches. And those patches will be available on your console until you power off the system. So, private server called Shithack. Shithack has a patch that allows your shifted D-band to start flashing when you have about 30 seconds left. You'll just see the icon blinking, as well as a patch that item saver patch. If you go online, if you're worried about losing your items, the item saver patch will prevent you from item loss prevention. That's a really nice quality of life thing for going online with. And of course the health bars, the things I'm talking about. The Shithack has the ability for you to enable health bars. And once you have the patches, if you get online and get them, they'll stay, like I said, until you power the system off, which means you go offline, you'll still play with them. That's not die fluid I clicked on. There's no red guy. No wonder I couldn't stop him. Alright. But, yeah. In PSO terms, if you want to know how to get episode 3, just look up PSO episode 3+. You should find Google Drive by, I believe it's Gigabooma. Gigabooma is the author of said patch, as he put in a lot of work to make PSO Plus, episode 3+. I mean, that's how I found it. I just Googled it. And it was like the first or second result. But yeah, there's been a lot of community support for the game. Sure, the game might not be the biggest as it used to be. Not as big as it used to be, but a lot of good things that still exist. Both on the console version and on the Blueburst version. If you want to play the game for free and you want to be online only, online exclusive, you can play Blueburst, which is the PC port of the game that Sega did right before they ended the game's lifetime, effectively. The most populated Blueburst server would have to be a server called Efinia. But there are other private servers for Blueburst. There's very heavily modded ones like Ultima or Destiny, I think it's called. I don't particularly care for playing on Blueburst, so I tend to not play those. You gotta find your memory card that has your humor data on it. Or many hours into it. Yes. But yeah, if you're playing on Nintendo, and if you're playing on a modded Wii, I would highly recommend. I went the wrong way. What am I doing? Where am I going? Yay. But yeah, as I was saying, if you're playing on a Wii and you have Nintendo, I'd recommend getting the program known as GCMM, GameCube Memory Card Manager. You might want to be able to back up your memory card files, just so you don't have any unfortunate memory card corruptions or data loss. Unless you don't care. Oh, hey, look, you can see the flashing shifter. That's the thing I was talking about. I'm also using a cheat code to enable that one, since I haven't gone online to get that to work. I'm a bit lazy. Lost your Metroid Prime save data when you got your hands on Metroid Fusion with link cable? Oof. I'm sorry to hear that, yeah. If you wish to prevent things like that in the future, GameCube Memory Card Manager, for sure. You can just dump any game file from your GameCube memory card to an SD card, just so you have a backup of it. That includes PSO, well, it includes literally any game from GameCube. Anything that you can put on a GameCube memory card can be saved by GameCube Memory Card Manager. It's free, and there's no reason not to do it, technically. Oops, no, I meant to keep one of them alive. Oh well, I have trifluids. I'm being stingy. Ah, I forgot to buy antiparalysis when I was at the shops last. Whoops. You have to update all this stuff? Yeah. Totally worth it, honestly. In my opinion, updating the retro consoles to keep playing it, much better than anything modern day. That's my opinion, though. I don't like modern day games anymore. They're all trying too hard to make everything look fucking pretty rather than focusing on how to make games fun. Yep, you'd let you move saves from one memory card to another. That's what I did. This is the memory card I used to use for this character and every character on the memory card I'm currently playing on. I moved it to a different memory card that saves slightly faster, because that's a thing. There are memory cards that have faster saves and loads. Which, I don't know why, but it works, so I'm using it. You can originally do it? Yes, you might be able to originally move saves from one memory card to another, but there are some games that will not let you transfer data. Melee, Phantasy Star Online, just to name two of them. Those were unmovable. I don't know why Melee wasn't possible to transfer saves. I guess to prevent people from sharing unlocks and shit. For PSO, it's very locked. Very locked. And I don't know why that's very locked, but I can make some assumptions. If you don't have all of the data included in your memory card, the game doesn't function. So you do need everything for PSO related to make it work. And when I say everything, I mean your character data, the system data, and your guild card data. Even if you don't go online, you have a guild card ID. And you need that for the game to run properly. So yeah, this is just a tip. If you do end up doing GameCube Memory Card Manager and you want to back up your PSO saves, remember to get all of the files. Getting just one or two of the files is not going to work, and you will be unable to play the game. Or unable to recover any corrupt saves with just that file. Jerk. But yeah, GameCube Memory Card Manager is handy for more than just transferring files. It's just a good way to back up the thing, so you can move the data from an SD card straight to your computer. And you can use anything that you save on your SD card on the computer and actually play it on an emulator if you need to do something like that. I think it's worth it. It's totally worth it. Do all GameCube versions come with a serial number and access key? Yes. For every GameCube version of the game, the serial number and access key should be completely unique to that game case. So no one else has those numbers unless you like bought it used and the person that the place that you bought it from happened to. Oh God, I just wanted to steal TP from this motherfucker. I'm never going to do that. Fuck it, he's just gonna die. What the? Did I just imagine myself picking Gizonde? I swear I clicked on Jizz. Did it just like... I don't know what the fuck happened. I clicked on Jizz and then I switched to Canes and like, why am I not hitting them with magic? I'm like, woo! Okay, that works. I'm playing this very poorly. I'm playing this like I'm playing Ultimate. I need to hug this guy because he physically can't hit me. That room was very sketchy. I struggled to play games and talk at the same time. So here's another little fun. This is a cheat code I'm using. Layla heals HP and TP to 100%. I'm using this as a trimate / trifluid. Boom. I feel that feels so natural. I don't know why Sega made that special attack specifically only a level 12 Resta. I wish I were kidding. I don't know what the level Resta is. I am joking about that, but it is just a low level Resta. But it goes based off of your character's MST that has a fucking cutscene. What a terrible thing. Alright, this is not Ultimate Sorcerers. They don't have... I need that. Jeez Louise, I'm targeting. And I grew a level. God damn it. I just used my photon attack. Two! There's nothing in the middle of the room! Why did I lock onto this guy and then not cast the spell? This is that I've never had this issue so fucking much. That's ridiculous. That should not have happened twice in a row. The first time might have been just fucking user error. That second time, the game literally forced me to target nothing. Against my fucking will. What the fuck? One thing you hate about Transfer Vendetta, talking about the Wii, is you have a near 100% New Game Plus of Okami. You have played the game on the Wii, it still says the game... I have to play the game once more to transfers. Oh, that's annoying. You can't transfer your save data until you play the game. You didn't do the save transfer file completion, unfortunately. You only did the New Game Plus 100% completion route. Fuck you. Alright. Spawn these extra guys because I can. That guy crit me multiple times. Fuck you. Laws. Oh, there's a normal Dominion. Oh boy. Game was fresh and New Plus, first time experience. I'm disappointed that they would put PS. I can understand that. It does seem kind of bullshit, honestly. I remember this when I was younger. I did we had a mandatory, what was it, like 20 hours community service we had to complete for high school, and I did like 75 plus hours of community service. I went to my local library and played games for 75 hours. Basically, they got a Nintendo Wii and they didn't have like a tech expert to help them, so I'm like, you know what, I can do that. They got everything they needed, I got it all set up, and then we had a Wii weekend, where every Saturday and Sunday, I would come out for a handful of hours and play video games, and just leave it open for kids. For specific games like Super Smash Brothers, I had to unlock everything, because when I tried to transfer my save file, it wouldn't let me transfer the save file. And I was like, what the fuck? Why can't I just transfer the save file? It was dumb. Because Nintendo doesn't want people to have fun their way. So you just gave up, you still have a copy in HD physical for Switch? Nice. I bought a digital copy of Okami twice, and I have played neither of them, and I don't know why. That game looks really fun, and I just haven't bothered playing it. You'd bring your own controller of Smash Bros. Yeah, when I set up the... Unfortunately, every time I went to the library, it was just a place for me and my friends to hang out every weekend, because kids wouldn't show up on the weekend. And I didn't know what everyone's schedules were, but like we had Mario Kart, we had Smash Bros, we had Guitar Hero, I think it was Guitar Hero 3 at the time. We had Donkey Kong Country Returns, and a bunch of other Wii games that were mostly multiplayer, a couple single-player games. And I would just sit there and play games with kids, or at least that was the intention. Unfortunately, no kids showed up, so it was just me and a couple friends. We just hung around and just played games. And I did that for 75 hours for community service. It was great. Oh, shit. You know, it's my TP. You can't have it. I don't know you. I need an adult. Fuck, I thought I could get a little more out of that before they killed it. And that one claw just goes off into the fucking stratosphere. Where is it going? And the other claw is just going in the wrong direction again. TP for my uncle. Yes. Alright, no gunners are in range, so I can set them to low health and get my TP back. Out of mana. I need to get a better weapon for TP steal. This mind is doing work, but it's like bad compared to other things. There we go. Ugh. Ugh, excuse me. Sorry about that. I should have walked out of the room and muted the mic and whatever. My trumpet had to sound. Alright, kill these guys before they run off, because I'm fairly certain I need to kill the gunners before they run. Because I gotta clear them to open the room. God damn it. Christ, I hate these guys so much. Get out of the wall. That's one way to do it. Alright, put this on, save some TP. Yeah, I gotta cast that Jizond. You gotta Jizond to them, you know? Jizond. I didn't even have the red merge on. Oh. Alright, take my Jizz. Jizond. Ooh, night food. Yeah, I don't know. A couple years ago, I just when looking at the spell, like it's G Foey and G Zonde. It's Jizz and Jiff. One you spread around the room, the other one you put straight onto the enemies. It started off as a way for me to annoy my friends by intentionally saying I'm wrong, and now it's just become a thing. Just jizz all over the enemies. Make sure to get it around, and then spread the GIF. Alright, please give me a higher level technique. I need more than what level Foey I have. 3. Please. Thank you! Holy shit! That is the ask of a century. Last possible set of boxes. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you so much, game. One to spray, one to spread. Oh yeah, that's a good way of putting it. I'm gonna have to steal that. I have half a bar TP. I'm going to, I have time. I'm going to be lazy and not use any of my TP recovering fluids because, you know, I might need them in the boss fight. I'm not gonna need them on the boss fight. I have zero reason. I have zero reason to do that. Oh. Born got lucky. Yeah, you have absolutely no idea how astronomically insane that drop was. Level 11 Foy is the highest level Foy I can find in hard mode, I think. Finding it in the last set of boxes, when that item drop is not guaranteed, it has to, first off, roll a green box, and then it has to roll the technique, and then it has to roll the level. Based on how many items it could have rolled, if it rolled a green box, it could have rolled a monomate, dimate, trimate, monofluid, difluid, trifluid, antiparalysis, antidote, star atomizer, moon atomizer, soul atomizer. It could have rolled a grinder. Bro got lucky. Okay, that's what you meant. Don't worry, I'll be back tomorrow, I think. To be fair, I make no promises that my stream will be available every day, but I do intend on playing every day. Makes you want to boot up a new save. Well, I'm glad I can at least convince more people to get into PSO. That's all I can ask, is more people play this game. I've only been playing this game for like 12 and a half years on stream, and I've been playing it since it came out from my lifetime. I just never found a game as unique as this game that I enjoy playing. So, me streaming this for how long, I have been trying to make a living doing this. I did want to be a streamer growing up, or at least since I started. Unfortunately, I have never been able to make a living off of this, so it's just a hobby at this point. But if you can make my dreams come true, maybe it can succeed them, you know, like 20 years late. Ouchies. Get into position, assume it. Assume the position? You only know because of the special shot you get when you finish a mission and use the Game Boy Advance, the GameCube link cable, to bring the Sonic Adventure 1 and 2? Yeah. I need blue so I can D-double die. It's so weird that so many people got into this game because of chows. Like, I wouldn't have expected that, honestly. Are you telling me I locked onto him, but it didn't fucking work? Jeez, dude, that's rude as heck. And I can't do anything about that. Oh, I peeked up the dress! He doesn't have legs! Is this a dress, a robe, or a kilt? No, it's not short enough to be a kilt. And he's wearing pants underneath, so... Chow is such an impact now. I think about Chow card. Need new Chalkern? Oh, hey, do I have a thing for you? So actually, I was looking up that exact same... I was going along those exact same line of thought, and I found a game that was completely inspired by Chow Garden. It's currently in development, so there's no like demo or anything about it yet, but it's inspired by Chow Garden. Let me see if I can find the link. or the title. Oh wait, I have a wish list on Steam. Hold up. Hold up. Let me pull up Steam. Thanks, Zato. Alright, if you want to know the game I'm talking about, look up Star Garden. There's a couple videos on YouTube about it, and I can link a video of the guy I watched talking about it, as he says directly that he made the game because he was tired of waiting for Sega to make another Star Garden, or to make another Chow Garden. So he made Star Garden. And it's a weird looking game. It's a combination of Chow's plus Kirby Air Ride. And it looks really fun. Not gonna lie. PSO Plus. Now, here's the thing about PSO Plus. It only fixes a handful of things, and it's not the best version of the game. If you want the most ideal version of PSO, you want the European release of just base PSO. That is the good version. That's the good shit. Oh! Save TP. No longer saving TP. You're aware, Star Garden? Alright, cool. The Y2K aesthetic reminding you of Crossnick. But that's my recommendation. I'm excited to see the game come out because it looks fun. And I've been missing some good Chow Garden. Yeah, the EU version of Non-Plus. It should be cheaper, more affordable, and still have the same benefits that the Plus version of PSL gives. Because here's the thing about the American version of, at least the American version of Plus. It gives you 4 extra missions. It gives you Central Dome Fire Swirl in Episode 1. And Episode 2 allows you to do Seat of the Heart, followed by East and West Tower. You can't do those unless you have the Plus version. You can't do those offline unless you have the Plus version natively on the game. Of course, you can just download those quests and play the game, and play the quests offline from a download, which is a thing that's possible. Then the only glitches that the game actually that Plus actually fixes, is the NA version of Non-Plus has Belruz and Crimson Assassins as enemies that are bugged. Die! Time of a hero! But the Belruz, so it's most noticeable in Ultimate when you're fighting the Inda Belruz. And if you've ever been to Ultimate difficulty and you know what an Inda Belra is, you'll know what I'm talking about. Yeah, and if you're running it on your emulator, you should have no problem actually just like running a region unlocker and playing it that way. But yeah, it fixes the Belruz the same way that PSO Plus does. And it makes it so they can't hit you when you stand completely still, because that's actually intended by Sega. In the non-Plus version of NA, if you're in Ultimate difficulty, fighting into Belruz, either Episode 1 or Episode 2, you'll know that they're... Ooh, 3-shot. You'll know that they are a menace to fight against. 2 3 slots. Oh, man. This one's worth keeping for now. I made this look easy. That's because this is easy. Here's, with my years of experience playing this game, the Dark Falls fight is quite literally a tank and spank. That's all this fight is. This fight boils down to, do you have enough health to win? If yes, you win. And especially on a force, if you have enough health and a full inventory of fluids, I'm being a little cheesy because I'm using a mag that I made on a previous character and 2 God Mines. So I am slightly boosted higher damage than usual. Plus 40%, or yeah, plus 30% foe damage, plus another 20%, so I'm dealing 60% increased foe damage. 50%. My foe does 50% more damage on top of my massive MST and my huge TP bar that comes alongside of it. If I were playing this without these things, this would still be just as easy. If I have the health for this fight is free. You never have the health. This fight is quite literally just a health gate. That's all you need to know about Dark Falls. Dark Falls is a health gate, because once you have enough health, it's easy, because Falls does set damage. In normal mode, you need to have above 130 health, so if you're at 131 or higher, you're good. You'll just take a hit, heal up. Free fight. If you're playing in hard mode, the most damage that Dark Falls can hit you with is 311. So as long as you're 312 or higher, you're good to go. In the case of this force, my force also has a ton of extra HP. I think I'm running somewhere along the lines of like 70 plus HP materials that I got from playing other characters. So I have an extra 150 health on top of what you're normally supposed to have. If I were playing this normally without those materials, I would have to be like level 42 or 43 before I could even beat V hard. Excuse me, I have to blow my nose. Playing on normal, if you recall correctly? Yeah, I mean, you have to start on normal to get to hard, right? So. But like every difficulty has a health cap, right? Of course, I'm just talking offline stats. Online stats, they're slightly increased. Online, I think you need something like, online or multiplayer, I should say, because if you play this game offline multiplayer, you have the online stats. But, yeah. A normal offline single player, you need 131 or higher. Hard mode, you need 312 or higher. Or, here's the caveat, if you can find an armor with light resist. Because the damage that Falls deals, the biggest damage, the set damage that you can take, comes from Grants. Grants hits for 311 damage. If you have a shield that reduces that damage, you can lower your health requirement to somewhere, oh, what is it? I think the solid shield gives, what, 10% light resist? So you can remove 31 damage from that. So, you, 310 minus 30. So if you have above 280 health, you can survive Dark Falls in hard mode, as long as you have a solid frame. That should give you 10 light resist. It's a level 19 frame you can get at the end of normal mode or somewhere in hard mode, or just buy it from a shop. Very hard. The set damage highest that Falls can do is like 390. So from 311 to 390. So as long as you're above 390 health, you survive. And that set damage comes from a physical attack that ignores defense. Because it's set damage, you can't negate it. It's so dumb. Dark Falls is a dumb fight. Like, the entire game is a check and balances of stats and play style, right? You gotta play good, and you have to have the stats to not die when you don't play good. Dark Falls ignores that. I don't know why they programmed the final boss to be like, oh, hey, you know how you have to play good, now you don't. Just have the stats and you're golden. It's dumb. It's very dumb. Oh, if you're playing on a cast, look for a handgun with the HP stealing specials. Drain, Draw, Fill, or Gush. Those are your best friends because you don't have access to Resta. And a cast might actually struggle to beat Dark Falls, regardless if you have the stats for it or not. Because healing is an issue on a cast. Every cast I've ever made has always gotten stupid lucky to find a Drain or Draw weapon. Or if I don't find one, I have a Gush weapon from another character I just trade to them. It's kind of cheatsy, but I don't care. It's my character, and I'm gonna play my way. You have a 5 spread slot shot that keeps you alive. Oh, nice. Was it the rare one, or just a find one randomly on the ground? Fully higher level. I just keep fine. I'll buy Reverser. Give me my fucking Ryuker. How have I not found Ryuker? I'm in very hard. I still am using telepipes, for fuck's sake. Any 4 slots? No 4 slaughters. Nope. I was hoping to find a mind weapon. Because this Mind Cane is falling off hard. I have no accuracy with it. It's green highlighted text? Okay, so if it's green highlighted text, it's just a shot. Shot, cannon... No, wait. Shot, spread, cannon, launcher, arms. One of those types, and then you probably rolled it with one of the few things I said before, if it's green text. So it was the draw, drain, fill, or gush specials. If it was a rare one, you would have had a crush bullet. It would have been yellow text, and it would have said crush bullet. 43 is when I can equip the 3-slot and add an extra unit. I might equip the HP unit, because I don't have another mind unit. Or I could put the arm unit on so I can supplement accuracy for the cane, because I'm no longer going to hit with this, with my shitty accuracy on a force. And 2 more levels on Ash. Alright, I got 30 minutes, a little more than 30 minutes before I need to go make food for lunch. Or rather, yeah, lunch. I wake up, I eat a small breakfast, play games, make some lunch, then go to work. Definitely drained, so it's tier 2 HP steel. Nice. And the reason I recommend finding a handgun, or if you're a ranger, a rifle, is specifically because the single target weapons have an unreduced effect. And what I mean by that is multi-targeting weapons, mech guns, shots, swords, partisans, slicers, daggers, double sabers. Oh, technically not double sabers. Those are unique, that they don't reduce your... They don't have a reduction because they're special weapons. But basically, any weapon that can hit multiple targets or multiple times in a single combo have a reduced effectiveness for the special attack that you're using. So it'll reduce the amount of HP you steal and give you the equivalent of a single target weapon, but only over a spread of how many bullets you have. I am going to die. Oh, I didn't die! Holy fuck, that damage range! I don't have any defense, by the way. I'm running a Giga Frame from normal mode, and colored barriers, which are normal mode items, effectively. Oh, yeah. I gotta get better techniques fast. My slow-ass casting speed is about to get me killed. I should do some missions. I should run with Kirik for a bit to get some more high-level techs. Or maybe I can find something in the shop. 10 levels and I can upgrade this stuff in the shop. Oh, so you're playing either Rawcast or Rawcaseal. Do I have an SJS? Yes. You have probably seen my YouTube short or my YouTube highlight of me unsealing my one and only SJS. The HughCast I was talking about earlier, where I leveled him up in 1 week to 158 from level 1, that is the character I'm running with my not newly unsealed, my unsealed SJS, my TJS, the Tsukimiri J-Sword. Tsukimiri? I can't never get that name right. Raz 5. Okay, that's a good upgrade. I can use it right away. It's not level 7 though, so it's still slow. But yeah, if you want to see my TJS, I can go show it off real quick. Knees would appreciate being played on a little more. I made that character to look for a different sword, and then I found that sword within a week, and now I don't really have a reason to play on that guy. Oh no. Feels bad. Fine. What the game. I keep getting power materials! Where are my mind mats? Stop giving me physical damage! I need mental strength! Jeez. I have found at least 5 power mats with this guy. Why? The suck goes on. You remade the Romar and got him to level 50 with suck so far. Nice, nice. You recently got an Infinia and got one with all zeros? You found an SJS on Infinia on vanilla drop rates. You do know there are people that have been playing that server for years and still have not found that weapon, and you casually just go on an event week, no less, but on vanilla drop rates, and find one. For all the people looking, I say this, fuck you. And now as me, I say this, congratulations. Because I, myself, got stupid fucking lucky finding my SJS, and the one guy I play with regularly fucking hates that. Because he's been looking for multiple years as well. But congratulations, an all-zero SJS is actually really good. That allows you to customize it. God, I'm gonna get fucking killed doing that. The third hit on a fucking rod is shit. I need a god battle unit if I'm gonna do stupid shit like that. Let's go bowling! I want to see if my physical damage does more than fully here. Because I only have 300. Wow. Okay, so heavy attacks actually do more damage than the fireballs to these guys. That's kind of sick. There have been people doing PW4 resets for lifetimes. Oh, and I just want me to... I don't know what to say. I've already said congratulations, but like... Damn, man. So many people are gonna hate you. I would recommend not telling them how many farms you had to do before you found that. Some people will be irrationally upset, might even get a mob together. It'll be a very, very small mob because there's dozens of them. Some people are just not supposed to have Ubers. Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, here, let's look at this. There's another guy that shows up in chat regularly, George Glass. He made a character on GameCube, right? He struggled his way to ultimate difficulty. After a bit, he made a Fomar, made him a Yellow Bows, and he was going to play with me and my other friend. And, well, things happened. He didn't play with us. But he got to ultimate difficulty, right? He got there. He's going through the caves, like 3-4 Crimson Assassins in, which are just the Red Grass Assassins. He finds the 1 in 200,000 fucking Uber drop. That's not his first Uber in his lifetime. That's like his third or fourth one. Some people just get all the Ubers, and the people who get all the Ubers don't play the fucking game. Like, the fuck? How do you find a Heaven's Punisher just casually, and then you have the fucking nerve to ask, is this a common fucking drop? That's just his way of speaking, though. I know he wasn't being malicious about it, because he genuinely did not know. But that still makes me irrationally upset. Because I still don't have one, legitimately. I have a Heaven's Punisher in my inventory, but I got it at a time when I was affiliated with Twitch, and people had decided to activate some codes I had listed in the channel point rewards. One of them being rare enemies spawn super, super rare, or super, super frequently. And then the other code they activated was the code that makes items drop 100 times more likely. So, you know full well I took advantage of that and farmed every rare enemy drop I could, guaranteeing that I got them. And then after I did that, I didn't feel so good about it, so I don't count those towards the ones I've farmed. Because that's cheating. It just genuinely is. That's the whole reason. Back in when I got online for the first time ever was just like the final month that PSO existed in official capacity by Sega. For GameCube, that is. Online GameCube's final month online. I went through a lot of stuff, learned about cheating, learned about action replay, learned about how to do stuff, learned all that fun stuff. And then I got super heavy into the cheating scene, made characters over and over again, and they were always borked as hell. And then I got the ultimate and I was like, I'm bored. One day I found a code called the bank mod. It allowed me to create any item with any stats I wanted. And yeah, I made a Heaven's Punisher. I'm like, this is awesome. And I was like, this really isn't that fun. It'd just be better if I played legit and just found everything normal. And then I just went straight, just cold turkey. So I haven't really used any cheats or exploits to benefit myself since then. I do use them on occasion, just because they're fun. I never used the Raz 5. I picked up Raz 5 and like, oh, I can use this right away. And then I didn't fucking use it. Oh, it's still slow because it's not level 7. It's level 2, I was casting dumbass. You always got really good luck with drops, just never percents. You got a V101 and a lame in the same week as a TGS. Bruh. 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 I mean, that's blue burst things, but bruh. A lot of the fun of PS hunting rares. Yeah, that's when if I ever go back to Affinia, it would just be me starting a new character and just grinding for everything. I wouldn't take handouts, but I probably would ask people just to join for the hunts, because having people to help carry me isn't the same thing as just being given everything. Okay. Let's just do this then. It'd be even better if I had like people or friends to play with. For sure. However, if I do play Blue Burst, I do not want someone to carry me from level 1 to level 200. I will be playing the game at my pace, and people can choose to join me. Sure, they can be a higher level, but I will never actively seek out someone to bus or carry. Because that's fucking stupid and boring as shit. That's one of the reasons why I don't play Blue Burst, because every time I've tried to play, I'd have someone... every time I tried to stream it, I'd have someone come in and be like, you want to get carried some levels up? And I was like, no. That's why I play one-person mode, and I go for the Soul Eater on every single fucking character, even though on Blue Burst it's fucking awful. The swinging of this. Bruh, the cane is so bad against targets that move slightly left or right. Waking to make a new BB character. I would love to have someone to play with at my own pace, or at a similar pace. That's the reason why I haven't leveled this guy, though. I made this guy, and then someone else that was just, like, starting fresh on GameCube was like, I'd like to play with someone. I'm like, cool, I'll make this guy so I can be your support. And they haven't touched the game ever since then. I played that with them for 2 hours, and I haven't heard back from them. BB Ramar is broken, you want to play with. I would probably make a faux neural, or in this case, my highest level Blue Burst character is actually a faux Marl called Ernesto. I'd probably fall back on making a force. My favorite playstyle, I want to try and implement that in Blue Burst, while also juggling my previous playstyle of Glide Divine, followed by Double Saber and all that fun shit. But then also get a Chameleon Scythe somehow, and bring that into the works. And if not the Chameleon Scythe, at least get that Double Saber. Because that was fun. Glide Divine into shooting a Last Swan, into hitting people with my Gear Soul. It was fun. And then also having an X-Cal, because, you know, who the fuck doesn't? It's Blue Burst. Then again, if I play Faux Neural, I don't have the ability to use X-Cal. and instead I would have to rely on getting a Bringer's rifle. Actually, I like the sound of that. Excal's overrated. I don't need a barking sword. But yeah, I'm not gonna take this as I'm going to play BB again. I still have a lot to do I want to do in GameCube. I still gotta get back to Dreamcast as well. I still got all the other Phantasy Star games I want to play. Never got one in your entire time playing BB. That's fair. I got one because it looked cool. And I used it on every character except the ones I didn't want to. Then again, my Raw Marl, which was my like second highest level character, also used one, but didn't like actively use it because I used the Striker more often. I think I was going for like a Mila Martu last time I played, which means I was looking for a Heaven's Punisher. Like, fucking damn it! Fuck you! I hate you. I hate wolves. Do I plan on playing B2 online somewhere? Oh, hell yeah. The problem is I want my guy to be online ready. So that means I'm not going to have... I'm going to have to keep playing. Since Hugh Krabs, the hunter I made, the Humar I made, needs to get more gear and he needs to get out of forest. Actually, he is in caves, technically. I've just been very slow to grind him because I've been so busy on GameCube doing other things. I don't know, I just kind of defaulted back to GameCube because I'm most familiar with it, because I needed a comfort pick, you know? I needed a comfort pick because I was just changing jobs. Yeah, I was changing jobs. And I was not familiar with anyone there, so it felt very out of place and very lonely. So I just needed something that I was familiar with just to stick with it for a bit. So now that I'm getting back into games and streaming again after my long time of not playing and streaming, I should be fine to go back to Dreamcast again. Oh my god, he didn't get debuffed. Is there a way to pre-download the patched ISO? Band, I saw your message in Twitch. I wasn't ignoring it. I was just talking too much. Oh my god, stop. Pre-patched ISO. I mean, there is technically a way to download a pre-patched ISO, and that would be to ask a friend kindly. Just to be legally... How do I say this without like people coming in and listening to this and be like, that's illegal? I mean, I can't lend you a digital game, you know? You know that, right? So if you have an ISO file ready to go and you don't know how to do it yourself, you could perhaps ask a friend to maybe help you with that, you know? If you can legally procure a game and then someone could help explain it through you. You know what, fuck it. The fucking legal mumbo jumbo. Just don't let anyone know, right? You didn't get it from me. I'm gonna put all the bad patches on. You're gonna have fucking backwards controller scheme. I'm gonna fuck up your palettes. Oh, you're gonna play a non-plus version. There's more you can do on Dreamcast. I'm gonna soft lock your game so every time it launches it crashes. I never give anyone handouts except for Rorger, who I gave an entire fucking GameCube to. I don't know why I didn't ask money for that. Maybe I just kind of assumed he was gonna pay me something for it, because what? The GameCube cost me $50, the GameCube loader cost me... That wasn't a GameCube loader, it was the other brand GameCube loader. That cost me $50. The Ethernet to GameCube port cost me like $40. That's like over almost $150 plus shipping and handling. plus the $20 fucking SD card I bought to hold all his shit, plus the fucking $5 fucking USB stick to connect to his computer. $5 now. This fucking thing didn't pay me a fucking dime. Don't know why I didn't ask for money. Don't know why I'm just thinking about this now. Free GameCube? No, I don't got no free GameCubes. All I got are the modded ones I hand out. I mean, to be fair, it's kind of paid off in the fact that he plays with me every week. I'm paying him for his services. That doesn't make it sound any better. Never mind. That's how you bust someone. You give them a console so they have no choice but to play with you. What's the hourly rate on that? I don't know. How long is a year? How long have we been playing, you know? I don't even remember. I was not implying, but next time we see Rorgagor, we're gonna have to let him know that he is now known as the PSO hooker. I'm gonna die. Okay, I didn't die. I walked out of the range. Perfect. Red 6. Nice, an upgrade. I already have that one. I just realized the cane sounds nothing like a Hildebear. Oh no, it's his idle animation. If I get hit and he does his fucking idle animation or his cry, that's what the sound is. I thought it was the hits the noise for the longest time. Okay, I'm a dumbass. Stop hitting yourself. Ow! Stop hitting me! Stop hitting yourself. Okay, that was definitely not worth the time I wasted. Man, I should make my tea in the morning again. I stopped making it because my throat stopped hurting. But my sinuses are kind of fudged now. Yeah, that's my TV back. What would have been funny is to give him the GameCube, but turn on the cheat codes that disable rare drops and that. No, I wouldn't do that to him. I'm sure he would have figured out how to disable that, but like, he would have been banned from Silverant if I did that, and I don't want that. I don't want him to be like, I've unbanned me, I don't know why I'm banned. And it's just like, every time he hops online, he just gets banned and he can't do his normal grinds. Because he plays the game a lot more than I do offline. Mostly just grinding for his rare shit and getting characters in a level and filling out his spreadsheet that he's going to be playing for the next 20 years. I don't want to do anything to, like, be detrimental to him. You're in alt getting 41. Are you doing the super hard West Tower? Or are you just doing normal West Tower? Normal, not super hard. Yeah, if you go to super hard, you get a little bit more. Really, I didn't hit him on all the spots. That's annoying. He's like a sliver of health left. Yeah, if I recall, super hard was giving me like closer to like 50 or 60. And then if I went to specifically online super hard, was the 50 or 60. Offline super hard should be close to that, roughly similar. But if I recall correctly, the only thing on Fleshies I was able to get 80 on were like were Ilgils, and Ilgils are not a very convenient farm, as they don't really sit in a good spot for you until you get to like super far into a mission, and even then they have the highest evasion in the fucking game, so they're not very good to farm. Hey, just ate. Jeez on day. And Gibardo. We're gonna give it. Thousand evasion is wild. Practically a V2 enemy. Dealt up and still is. Yeah, fair enough. But I think for crabs, the enemy that actually got the most consistent EXP on was probably one of the Marys. In Twisted Tower, East Tower, West Tower, one of the towers, you can. I think it's either Sweep Up Campaign 4 or West or Twisted Towers. You can find a Mary that gets stuck behind that barrier, so you're completely safe. The only thing you got to worry about is getting your TP sucked off. I mean, if you're worried about that, you can stand back a little bit so that can't hit you, because the Marys will, every once in a while, just, you know, counter-attack, or whatever the fuck they do. Ooh. Ooh. We got a 4-slot! We got a 4-slot! 4-slot! I guess those. I could use the God Arm and get more TP back from stealing it. I don't need that anymore. But I think I'll be fine without that. So I'm going to put a battle unit on and the technique unit because I don't have any more God Mind. The God Battle is specifically because the special attack on this weapon will benefit greatly from it. I wish I had more God Mind because just more TP would be just more effective. All right, here's another code I have on. The Medical Bay doesn't steal your buffs. That's a nice code. I forgot to talk to the principal. I was listening to something, and then I just realized I haven't been listening to things for almost an hour now. Nope, not that. I don't care. Nope, politics. Where's all my fucking music, YouTube? Stop giving me fucking politics. Someone died in China. Dead by Daylight shit. I don't know why they're still showing me that. I erased that from my history, mostly. Documentary on Batman. Sekiro Bingo. Damn it, really? Everything on my feed is just fucking trash. Where's all the fucking music? Fuck it. Go into my fucking playlist on my phone. This would get a Switch port? I hope it doesn't. So, I have reasonings as to why. If this game did get a remake, I wish it would be PC. Not Blue Burst remake, mind you, but like console version-ish on PC. The reason I say that is because given the state of the Switch 2, I refuse to buy one. It's too expensive, and the game would have to be downloaded only, which means you don't own it, which means they could just ban you for no fucking reason. I don't like that. I don't subscribe to that ideal. That's just anti-consumer completely, and it pisses me off. Be cool on more platforms? Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's literally zero reason for them to not like put it on PS5 or Xbox or PC. But yeah, if the game does get a remake, if it's on Switch 2, I'm never going to play it, unfortunately. And I'll just continue playing this version of the game because this is just the best one. Hey, Cucumber. 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 I keep saying your name wrong every fucking time. I don't know why. I say Cumber, and it's capitalized, so I think that's the first word, and then I see the U in front of it, and you're just... You-umber. You just bundle a PS3 and Episode 3 on a cart? I mean, that's fair. But, like, I don't... If this got a remake, it would have to be rebalanced. It would actually have to be fixed, because there's so many things wrong and bad with this game. Like, we just put up with it because we don't have a choice. I say we don't have a choice, but people could mod the game to fix this stuff. It's just most people don't. The things that people mod and make quality of life is just a better way to access the game, more consistency when it comes to being able to switch characters and shit, shared bank, health bars. No one actually goes out of the way to fix the fundamental coding issues of the game, because that'd be a fucking nightmare. On the private server Silverant for GameCube, one man has dared to increase the difficulty by making his own custom difficulty called Super Hard. I was talking about that just briefly a moment ago. He added a way to talk to an NPC to modify the enemies to make them stronger, make them more defensive. You need someone to cast debuffs on them, and you need someone to cast buffs on you. If you go in as a solo cast, you will not have a good time. If you go in as like a solo class that has both buffs and debuffs, you should be fine. But it is very much an end-game thing that modifies how the game is played. It reduces the enemy's evasion so you can actually use hunters, because hunters' accuracy is fucking trash. And it's nice to actually be able to hit enemies and do big damage. It also fixes one of the fundamental issues with magic, where enemies are just immune to magic in the late game, for the most part. And it's nice to go in with a nuking force and then see like fucking 500, 600, 700 damage with your big rock boys to large groups of enemies. That being said, the enemy's health has also been increased by a substantial amount, so it kind of balances out. And it's just really fun because playing on that higher difficulty also rewards you on the server with what's known as photon crystals. Usually a blue burst only item. Apparently they exist in some capacity in the game's code on GameCube, but they have been enabled by the server handler or the ship handler to be used as rewards, like giving you hit on certain weapons, like all enemy parts, certain weapons that aren't possible to put hit on, like the subquest rewards. Soul Eater and Akiko's Frying Pan, as well as Easter egg weapons and the offline challenge mode weapons. The only one that being worth a note is Chameleon Scythe. And for reasons, if you've watched me play the game, you'll know. But, like, things like that would have to be fixed, because this game is fundamentally very, very unbalanced. The only reason that there's even a smidgen of life in this game is because a dedicated community keeps it going. Why? I don't know. I just play the game. I don't really interact with people because I'm socially awkward, which is weird because I stream. And I tried to make this something I do for a living. It's very counterintuitive, isn't it? But I don't really like hanging out with people all that often, or all that much. Vergogor is like the one exception at this point in my life. We're basically a married couple, but unfortunately I don't swing that way. I got awkward really, really fast. I don't know why I do that. I just deviate from what I'm trying to explain. You get the point, right? This game has a lot of things that just need to be fixed. Drop rates are way too fucking horrible. Not Dreamcast level horrible, but they're not good. Like, they could definitely be fixed and not made fucking trash. The reason that they're trash in the first place is because Sega thought that they were gonna have millions upon millions of people. Oh, fuck. Okay, they didn't one-shot me. Good. Oh, man, I'm used to different difficulty. When you know what AAA title is and you work and have a girlfriend, you really don't need people. I mean, that's fair. But here's the problem. I don't have a girlfriend. Like, what the fuck? I fit 2/3 of that criteria. I have you guys. You guys are my girlfriend. Oh, that's even more awkward now. Okay, so instead of a girlfriend, can you guys be my sugar daddy? Because I really like the money. Or sugar mama, sorry. Sorry, not to make it awkward. I think we're beyond that point now. This is irredeemable. This is fucking weird as shit. On this kind of, yeah, fair enough. This is why this is a hobby and not a job. Oh god! Damage one hits me. You know, I think the weirdest part is, if I didn't stream this, I would still probably play PSO, but it wouldn't be nearly as much. I'd be playing other games. The only reason I play PSO as much as I do is because people come in and watch. And I genuinely like the human interaction because... Oh, there's the crit. And Sato didn't res me. Piece of shit. Yeah, did my debuff wear out? Or, no, sorry, deband. Did my deband wear out? If it did, that makes sense. So having a ridiculously large health pool for a force is now starting to become a struggle bus, because I don't have defense. I have merges and a solid frame. While that's plus 20 more defense than what I had previously, that's still not a big upgrade. I think I have to put the God HP on. As much as I would like to keep this God Technique on, for the increased damage and shit, I think the survivability is going to be more necessary. And I didn't put away any of my money that I got. Back to case one. You just don't want to be... You don't want to be singled out as a male for cutting the slack and you're okay with PSO in life? Bro, that's all I say. My literal goal, the reason I quit my last job was because my last job wanted me to be dedicated more to my job than my life. And it's just like, nah, bruh, I ain't about that. I'm literally here to get fucking paid to leave. And that genuinely confused people. Like, what do you mean you're only here for a paycheck? What the fuck? I didn't come to a pharmaceutical company to change lives. No, I came here to do work and go home so I could pay for the house over my head. How was that fucking confusing? I don't understand how that's a difficult concept to understand. My current job, everyone understands it, because literally everyone is there for a very similar reason. Shit, there was one guy that works there only because his wife works there. He wouldn't be there otherwise. He genuinely doesn't care about the place. Nano Dragon should be called Macro Dragon. They're clearly the macro scale. Yeah. 20 years of playing this game, as most is improving. Online, you can still play it online with console friends. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Staff hating agencies are how you get jobs doing video games, CSR, in moderation if you want to just sit at home. I don't know. I don't think I could work from home as much as I'd like to. I mean, shit. Trying to make this a job is working from home, isn't it? I suppose it's just like, I don't think I can work from home. But here I am, wanting to be a fucking live streamer. Playing a fucking outdated game from 2000. No one should be singled out for a termed decision. Yeah. I don't know. The only reason I played this game for so long is because it's genuinely one of the most unique games I've ever played. Like, it is uniquely horrible in some aspects that no other game can be, and it's uniquely awesome in very similar aspects. The stupid fucking rare drop tables of this game, for one thing. That's like a big draw in, but that was never my goal. My goal is never to complete my drop table. The only reason I ever got a Greenel card, the only reason I ever farmed for a 1 in 43,330 item was because I needed something to do while I was leveling my character to level 200. Sure, I could have leveled my character to 200 fairly quickly if I had just decided, oh, let me just go get S rank max and suck off an enemy until the end of the time. And then I could have been done in fucking less than a week, rather than 5 years. But then I wouldn't have had 5 years of content. Like, that was genuinely an end goal for me, was for me to get level 200 in a character, because I had never had a level 200 character before. And so now I do, and now I have a level 200 character, and now I don't really care if I continue playing the game, but yet here I am, because you guys are here, and because I still find this game fun. And I don't find other games fun, and I don't know if that's my mind just playing tricks on me because I've played this game for so long that I don't know what real entertainment is anymore, or if there's something else going on in my head. Because I would love to just, like, stop playing this game and just go visit my brother every weekend. I'd love to go see my niece. And my younger brother, not my older brother. There's family stuff there. You guys have probably heard about it before. If you don't know, I'm not going to explain it right now. Oh, shit. I'm going to go start my air fryer. I got to go start cooking lunch. I'll be right back. Air fryer's going. I'm gonna go season chicken. I'm gonna refill my water. Be right back. All right, 2 minutes for the air fryer to heat up yet. My hand's full of chicken, so I'm not going to play. I don't know why I didn't wash my hand off before. This and OSRS are just games you can never really quit out, only take long breaks. Yeah, no, I feel the same way about PSO. Like every once in a while, I will stop playing the game. I'll stop streaming entirely because just like I want to play games other than PSO for a bit. But like I don't really want to. Don't really want to like stream the games I play because it just doesn't bring in a crowd, you know. And I'm not like looking for money or anything like that. It's just I'm looking for someone to talk to because I'm a lonely motherfucker. I live alone in a house. I don't have a girlfriend. I just want to play games, but I also want to play games with people, talking to them. If not playing actually physically with them or whatnot, at least someone to watch me play the game and just hang out and just do nothing. Like friends. I need friends. That's the word. That's the foreign concept I'm looking for. I want to play with friends. You still debate getting a broadband adapter just to play a little GameCube PSO? Hey, if you can't get a broadband adapter, if you don't want to fork over the what $500, $600, $700 it takes to buy one now, look up GC to ETH to GC. There's an Ethernet adapter. What was it? Yeah, ETH to GC. If you have a developer console or a serial port on the bottom of your GameCube, the thing that goes behind the broadband adapter, there's a, regardless if your GameCube has it, you have a little block on that. That is a much cheaper alternative to a broadband adapter. Like, that thing costs like $30, $40, or at least it did when I bought it. Oops, did not mean to close it. But yeah, that's a very good, cheap alternative. Oh! I'm back. Back. One nice thing about console people are really nice and willing to invite people to VC. It's fair. Man, there's so much to read. I was only gone for like 3 minutes. Piece unique, that's for sure. Plus, playing it for the last 2 decades, you have the exact same group of people usually. The people that I played PSO with was myself. The people I grew up playing PSO with was my brother and my friend at the time, and we played it fucking religiously. Both of them grew tired of the game and just stopped playing the game. I continued playing the game. Like, after we got done with like the GameCube era and Xbox 360 came out and we played Wii and Smash Bros all the time, I got really into World of Warcraft. And every once in a while I would pop back into PSO with like the cheats and stuff just to fuck around. And then at some point when I was in college, it was just like, I really miss this game. And I started a play session with my brother. We started a Hugh cast and a Raw cast. He played Raw cast, I played Hugh cast because we'd never played cast before, and he'd never been a ranger. And so I think we got like 2 weeks into the game, and then my brother decided just to quit playing it because he got bored of it again. And made the assumption that he quit playing it because he hated me, and then he angrily corrected me on stream. Shit. But, yeah. Where was I going with this? Right, the people I play with. Since I played online, at the very, very end of the GameCube's lifetime, I didn't really know about Blue Burst, so I didn't go into that. Because my time online was also, like, very limited because I grew up in the buttfuck middle of nowhere with very limited internet access, simply because of growing up. That's just one of the perks of growing up on a farm, is you don't fucking get internet service because internet companies don't care about farmers or rural areas in general. Alright, I got 25 minutes. I gotta mush through this. I gotta get the day relay and beat them. But yeah, ever since I started streaming, I finally learned about Blue Burst and then private servers, and I played online. And there are a couple of people I used to play with, and I stopped playing with those people as well. Or rather, they stopped playing with me. That's a longer story. They kicked me out of the friend group, and then I got mad and I banned all of them in my chat, so they can't talk in my chat. And I blocked them on Discord so they can never contact me again. Was it an overreaction? Absolutely. Was it warranted at that time? Yes. I hope they're doing alright. I had nothing against them until they, like, fucking shadow banned me from the group. Or shadow blocked me from the group. I don't know. It must have been something I said. I am not very socially aware, so if something's bothering someone, I don't see that. I wish they would have talked to me first before, just straight up, like, just blocking me or whatever. If that was annoying, they could have just told me to stop. I would have done what I could to improve the situation. I don't know. Anyway, enough about that. What's cool in Xbox is you can click through things in your insignia profile and swap servers and use your character across servers like 2 clicks. Oh, nice. Because offline and online characters are the same on Xbox. Not sure about... Yeah. Dude, Xbox and GameCube are exactly the same. Your offline character is your online character. Because the game... Your character's data is stored on your memory card locally. Blue Burst changes that to make the game save everything on the server. So you don't have any free access to your character. It's just always on the server. That was intentional, by the way. The Sega did that because they were, like, They used Blue Burst as a way to try and program practice for Universe. Because they made Universe characters, specifically the offline and the online characters, separate. So you couldn't do the same thing on GameCube. And that was mostly, to my understanding, a security reason. There's a ton of security risks along with GameCube and Xbox. A lot of very easy ways to bypass things, to mod the games, to mod your system, to hack the system. Nintendo didn't like that. I don't know about Xbox. You play offline with friends and family, but only got online really core PSO. Your friends and family keep 4 players live, but until the end it was just never... Yeah, it happens. Who problem should hack with the servers, change ownership, and a lot of stuff happened in the data. They killed the server twice. Yeah, I was part of that. When I first got into, like, Blue Burst private servers, Shithack was, like, one of the first ones that I got on. The actual first one I got onto was called Rev PSO. Because a guy who entered my chat, and saw I was doing speedruns at the time. He came into the chat and he was like, hey, you should join the server. And it was the server he liked to play on. Because it had some kind of, like, air of freedom where he could, like, mod things the way he wanted to. and he kept suggesting things to the server creator and the server holder to try and fix up and make the server better. There was a lot of fighting going in there. The server no longer exists. You can't look it up anymore. But the guy who ran the server also, I think, is kind of really shady. As after the server went down, he tried to keep in touch with me, and then he tried to, like, salesperson sell me to go to Mixer when that was a thing for the fucking month that lasted. He's like, dude, if you use my code now, you can get money for free. And it's like, bro, that sounds really fucking sus the way you're talking about it. I said no, stop hounding me about it. He's like, but what if you do this? Bruh. I even said, hey dude, I feel very uncomfortable talking to you about this. I was like, please stop. I don't want to do this. But you have to, I'm telling you to. It'd be great if you could. It's just like, fucking tone-deaf piece of shit. Maybe they should have thought of an SD card reader for their internal, more than just a GameCube. I'm gonna die. Okay, he missed. I did that thing again where I just kind of looked away and just spammed the button. Okay, so I know why I'm not killing in two things now. I took the God technique off, so I lost 3 levels of Kifoi. That was the problem. Or that is the problem. But the extra health is nice, because I'm not dying now. Not dying as much. Ah, there we go. You know, you have all this stuff to run a server, just never built it because you don't want to run a machine 24/7 in the laundry room or something. Fair. Did I use the turbo? Dude, I straight up showed you the turbo controller and showed you how I set it up. Yes, I used a turbo controller. You can't really see it good. There's a rubber band there and I put a toothpick on the B button. This was fucking like $7 on Amazon. I bought a really fucking cheap turbo controller to do the AFK boxing overnight. That was never a secret in question. I straight up admitted it second day. You have a memory of goldfish with brain damage? I mean, that's fair, but also there's VODs. You could have looked back the day I set up for the day I went to work and had the game going for 14 hours. I had a turbo controller active the entire time. Oh well. It's fine, you got it now. My foil doomer damage. I don't know why I did that. Ooh, just 11. Let's actually use it so I don't forget. Don't need that. You low-key miss having parties on the weekends with some Mario Party and couch co-op? Dude, I miss the same thing. Like, I still, every once in a while, invite some old coworkers from my previous job to come and hang out, and they're like, no, sorry, can't make it. I'm going rock climbing, or I'm going scuba diving, and it's just like, fuck, stop having a life outside of video games and play with me. Hey, Jizz 10, I just found Jizz 11, that's useless. Okay, the ice is better. Why did I run out? These aren't ultimate lilies. I just get poisoned, and poison's not a big deal. some people speedrun all bosses from episode 1 from a fresh roll in like an hour. Yeah, you can only do it in an hour if you're doing any percent, which means you're using glitches to use abuse weapon stacking. I used to do that all the time. That's literally how my stream started. I didn't see any people. I literally started streaming because there was no people speedrunning PSO. So I wanted to be that person and be like, fuck it, I'll start it. So that's what I did. Now that there's more people actually doing it and stuff, I don't know, I lost interest in speedrunning after a while. You have to re-get the pillars under... Yeah, no, the Dreamcast version of the game, speedrunning it, you have to run V1 because you can kick through the pillar door. If you don't have V1, you're not going to be able to go it so well. V2 can only be done glitchless, and glitchless V2 is way longer than V3 glitchless. By a large margin. It's not just because of the pillars, though. The stat differences are a very big difference in stuff. Oh, I did try to look up a macro controller the other night, and there is a concept for a macro controller, in the sense that I want a turbo macro controller, but there is a macro controller that already exists. Mad Cat's cheap plastic macro controller exists and is like available for like $10. Okay, I thought it was died. Do I have escape doll on me? I didn't pick an escape doll out. Fuck you. For cheaping Mortal Kombat stuff. Yeah, I know they exist. The problem with those is, since I've never used one in my life, I don't know if that macro is like turbo or just constantly keeps being pushed. Because if that controller does do what I want it to, where if you push the macro button, it'll just keep doing the inputs over and over and over, that'd be great. Because if you set up one macro, you push the button once and it only runs one time, that's useless for grinding. That's useless for the suck. And a turbo controller is much more efficient. The reason why it would suck more than a turbo controller, even though the turbo controller only does the one start of the combo, it'll keep doing the first start of the combo every single time when doing the Mecha and XP suck on PSO. If you can get the macro to time the suck for an extended period of time, like if you can do just the one combo and then the macro just keeps going over and over and over again, then it would work. Oh hey, nice, 10. I'm getting a lot of invuln from this Sato. Oh wait, shit, my Sato got damaged. Sorry. I should heal. There's a bunch of, I don't know why I thought of this just now, but there's like a bunch of like co-op games that I would love to play, but I just haven't purchased because I don't have anyone I could play with. Like, you know those two-player games that are, like, getting Game of the Year? Split Fiction, I think it's called right now, is the one I'm thinking of. But yeah, I don't have anyone I can just sit down and play, and I know I don't need to be couch co-op for that game, but I just don't have another person that would play that game with me right now. I've suggested it a couple times to, like, 2 other people. They're like, nah. One person's like, I already played that game with my hubby, and it's just like, well, fuck you. Oh, ex-husband now, I suppose. But the other person I asked is my brother, and he's just like, I don't have time. It's like, yeah, I know. I'm sorry for asking. God, growing up sucks ass. My brother has a fucking wife and children. No time for video games? God damn it. Here I am with just fucking PSO and chat. Isn't that right, chat? At least you love me. You love me like my brother used to? Don't crit? Okay, good. Don't shoot. I'm playing stupid risky here. Why am I not just healing after every hit? instead of chancing it. Like, if he shoots me, I die. The GF is absolutely wild in split fiction. You bought it. You bought it on PS5 and then again on Switch 2. You don't get dog hair all over myself. I don't even have a dog. I don't even have pets. I struggle to clean up after my. Where am I going? I struggle to clean up after myself now. Like, I go over like 2, 3, 4 weeks of not cleaning, and then everything gets full of dust. And then there's like a weird smell in my house, and I don't know where it's coming from. It's like I clean the sink enough. I clean the toilet every so often, especially when I have guests over. I don't know why there's a musky smell in the house. Maybe it's the cigarette smoke in the air vents. When I got air conditioning put in, the guy said there's a ton of cigarette smoke built up in the air vents of the air system here. He said he would clean it. I was like, I probably don't need that. Getting here. Oh, that's right. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, he got two. I hated the first dog he got. Like, I didn't hate the dog itself. I just hate that he got a dog because he wanted a dog, but he needed everyone's approval to do so. But, like, he was the owner of the house, so I don't know why he needed everyone's approval. He could have just gotten a dog and we would have had no say. But it's like, sure, I'll let you... I don't mind you getting a dog as long as I'm not the one taking care of it. And I immediately just proceeded to take care of it for 3 months because I was jobless and my brother had a job and he needed someone to take the dog out every morning and every night because otherwise I would shit in the house. Because it was just readjusting to a new life situation, and it would get diarrhea from the food we were giving it. The doctors gave us to give it. The vets. Like, goddamn. And then he got another dog with his old ex-girlfriend. And, like, they had me open the door for them. I saw the dog in their arms, and they must have mistook my exasperated expression of "aww." I didn't go "aww." I was like "aww," because it was completely unexpected. I didn't hear about it, and they didn't tell us that they were bringing a new puppy. That dog sheds everywhere. That dog still sheds everywhere. Anytime I go to my brother's house, I have to come home and just like fucking strip everything off, throw it in the wash right away to get rid of the dog hair. It's still fucking everywhere. But yeah, I got really... Oh, damn, I thought it was being cheeky. I also didn't break these. I can get a technique from this. I got really sick of having dog food in all of the fucking silverware and all of the plates and all of the fucking cups. I got really sick of that. I got really sick of having to wash my food after I cooked it to make sure there was no fucking dog hair on it. How do you confuse aw from ugh? I didn't say anything verbally. I just gave a look. Just like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not them. I couldn't tell you. Alright, I got 10 minutes. I gotta get to this boss and beat the fuck out of it. I gotta jizz all over it. Man, I really wish I could just hit the point of origin and just kill it in one shot. Like a trap. But yeah, that was one big thing after I left my brother's house. Definitely a huge perk of not needing to clean up after pets. Now I only have to clean up after myself. And while that's no easy feat, it's much easier than cleaning up after dogs. Maximize XP gain, spawn these other enemies. There they are. Right, we should do this. Oops, that's the wrong button. I was trying to save some TP and health, and instead I fucking got hit more often, and I used an extra spell and an extra telepipe I didn't mean to use. God damn it. I switched to this because this is a damage range. Never mind, it's just an extra waste of a spell now. I'm playing worse. Let's go get these boxes. Fuck it. They're all money. God damn it. Why do I play GameCube PSO? Because it's my preferred PSO. I don't care for Blue Burst, and while Finny is nice and has a lot of quality of life things, just the Blue Burst itself is a thing I don't like. It's not a Finia, personally. Blue Burst, a couple things that I don't like about it is, the big one is just looking at the computer screen. It stretches into like a very ugly shape. It's not the correct resolution. It doesn't look right. Other things about it is just I like to play one-person mode, or at least that used to be how I preferred to play the game, is one-person. So going into one-person mode just took a long time, because every time I beat a mission, I'd have to immediately come out. And that was just tedious to me, and didn't seem made any sense to me to do it that way. If I'm just going to play one person, then I have no reason to be online. The scaling of weapons and stuff from episode 4 are just out fucking outrageous compared to episode 1 and 2. And there can be an argument there that why do I even bother playing episode 4 if I don't like it? Just play episode 1 and 2. And while that's a fair and valid point, if you're not taking advantage of everything that you have access to in the game, then why are you playing the game? I don't know, that's just a thought process that goes in my head. I didn't have as many people on Affinia I wanted to play with as well, on Blue Burst in general, since most people I wanted to play with continued to play GameCube. And even though I don't play with those people anymore, or really never did, because we all played separate offline, I now have one person that I can play with super consistently on GameCube who doesn't play on Blue Burst, and it's just fun to play with them. Never noticed the quest thing because you never made it past Dark Falls and Guest. Fair. Why did you get to the box and not fucking blow it up? I hate low-level techniques. Fuck you. That gets me every time. Alright, I got 2 rooms to clear, and then I'm day free. I got 4 minutes to do so. Oh, this is gonna be tight. Get rid of those. No green boxes. Don't check them. Damn it. No big roll. Fuck! I wanted to kill him without splitting. I should have stopped. Slime and Hell Shark. No, Gill Shark. Gill Shark. Third one. That's not at all what I touched! How did I hit the Gill Shark when my cane was in the slime? I don't understand that one. Three minutes left. I could, but then again, I run into the same problem of I don't have anyone on Affinia I want to play with, and I have people on GameCube I do want to play with, as well as Super Hard. There are things on GameCube which are only available on GameCube, which are not available on Affinia, such as the super hard custom difficulty I play at. I didn't mean to hold R. Fuck me. That's a tri-fluid. I didn't want to use that until I was in the boss fight. Okay, I'm gonna have to go a little past my alarm to beat this fucker. I'm a dumbass. I should have brought the God technique with me. Getting back to set up a game before 3 to avoid the stretch. No offline mode is a huge bummer. Getting back lobby every time kills the pacing. It does. I don't like that. Like, there's zero reason to go offline every single goddamn time. And I understand why it works the way it does, because of how the game is set up. Since even playing on GameCube, technically I'm loading a lobby, or I'm loading a specific mission that you're just not, that you're loading out of every single time. It's weird. Because Sega is weird. Can I tank this? I'm not gonna try. That's the alarm. There we go, one cycle. You can change the resolution, you play 1.800, 600 to maintain the correct aspect. I mean, that's... To me, the aspect ratio isn't really what matters. That's just someone else's complaint. For me, it's more or less just the pacing of the game. That and the people to play with. Like, I just... With how I play the game now currently, if I had someone to play with consistently, I totally would. I mean, how many's there, but I don't know if how many's gonna stick around. I mean, the last person that I had to play with consistently got a fucking 100-hit guilty light instead of a 50-hit red handgun, and they just quit playing, and I haven't heard from them since. Rogregor is the only person that's even been remotely consistent for the last almost year and a half. More than that I've been able to play with, and he's stuck here on GameCube, so I don't want to leave that. And no offense to you, how many? But, I don't know how long you'd be playing the game. Here, finally! All it took was me having to buy the other fucking disc. I don't have money to buy this shit. Alright, talk to the principal, and I gotta go. My alarm already went off. I have to get ready for work, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm sure there are people on Affinia I can play with. I know Affinia is very populated, and I have no problem playing with people there. I mean, I would have no problem finding groups there. Problem is me looking for groups. I'm not sociable. I've talked about this before. I struggle to approach people to try and make friends. I rely on other people wanting to join me for similar excursions. That's how me and Roger ended up playing together. Because I was playing the game and he was like, hey, I'm also playing the game this way. You want to join forces? I'm like, sure. I need someone to approach me because I'm very antisocial. Alright, I gotta go for work. I gotta turn the stream off, I gotta eat my lunch, and I gotta go work. And then I'm gonna eat pizza at work, and then I'm gonna come home. And then I'm gonna go to bed, and I'm gonna wake up, and I'm gonna do this again. Hopefully. Maybe. I hope to see you guys tomorrow, but if I'm not here tomorrow, I'll see you again in the future. Toddles.